Hello, welcome to BitcoinMF. If this is your first time, all the links are in the description, and I would be happy if you smash the like button and comment and subscribe to this channel to get the updates. And let's dive right into it. I remind you, this is not a financial advice, just the way I see the market and I share with you guys. This is the shortest way for me to do it. Okay, so on the basic daily chart, we still look at this level as support, because the last 3 days we go up, and now we see lately on this day the candle starts to turn red, and I think that there is much sell pressure coming into the market because of this dump before. Everybody who missed this dump, they probably now want to short the bounce. Okay, so there is a chance that we can see a down move, of course, like always. But again, if we add the mimicators, what I want to see today actually is if we go down below this RSI 50 on the daily, because this, as I always say, for me it can trigger the negative cycle of the RSI, and this can lead us to a big move down or sideways down. So if this happens, and if this happens by impulse especially, so I looked at this support line, and if it breaks over this, and if it breaks over this, and so on. And I'm updating on the Discord server, so you can always check it out to see what I think. Not that it matters, because market always do what he wants to do, but anyways, you know how it is. So if we do a quick run-up of the daily time frames, like always, I change to Aikinashi, I add the BB bands and the BitcoinMF strategy, and what do I see? That we had this short signal, which did bring us a little bit down, but actually the real short was way above here, and even here people still shorted and took gains and profits, I think. And if not, what happened to them is now that they kind of lost some of their unclosed positions gains. Okay, so it means that it's either they gonna close it now at loss, or they think, like many other traders I'm sure think, that now it's gonna go down more, because it's like short in the bounce, like I said before, and maybe they will leave it open. Maybe they will leave it open to see if they get again in profits, or maybe a more profit, and maybe the grid here will play out somehow else than people think, but we must follow and see. So again, I look at the RSI 50 for the negative phase. If it starts, okay, and then I want to see the EMA green dotted. This is the 48 EMA of the strategy that I use, and this is the line, and I want to see if it breaks down and candles close below, to see if we start to go more down. But even if that happens, even if it suddenly impulses to here, so actually also what important to pay attention is for it not to bounce back, because it would want to test this EMA 48, in my opinion. Okay, so let's go to the 4-hour chart, and what we can see here is yesterday, if you followed, we talked about this, that this is a very important, because it's like bulls need to break out and close above the red EMA, in my opinion, because they need a chance for more up. Okay, so until this happens, there will not be a big move upwards, in my opinion. And we also can see that it is stuck on this RSI 50 for a few good hours, okay, on this time frame. And while it stacks, while time passes by, we also see that it's a little bit like cooling off, and there is some sort of a little headroom here. So in my opinion, there is a chance for a kind of a manipulation and a pump that will bring price to test this line actually, and maybe even higher to really force maybe more traders go into long and flip and close shorts and all of this, because actually what I'm thinking about that it's might even collect eventually in an extreme bull scenario. Of course, it might even collect the stops that are around here, above here. Okay, so this is of course extreme bull scenario, and much of force of the market needs to happen before this is actually plays out. But nevertheless, I still look at it. We never know. Okay, this is Bitcoin, I remind you. And let's move on. 1 hour. Just a second, I also wanted to show you here something. You see here, because of the RSI is stuck, okay, and now the game will be if it continues to go to the negative phase, or it starts a new positive phase, or whether it starts a trap phase, like like a mini hook thing, and goes down, like kind of here, okay. So what I think about it is also I look at the stochastic RSI, and I want to see where it is being pressed to the top actually, okay? Because in my opinion, actually, when it pressed to the top, so people think that okay, it's on the top, it's gonna fall. But here we can see there is a 50 chance there is still headroom. So if we look backwards, we can see that there are things like this, you see, sorry, like this, which is like 21 bars, okay. So if we take this to this, for example, to here when it peaks, so 21 bars is actually somewhere here, okay. So if we also see this, you see what happened here and what happened to the RSI. It went like slowly, because why? Because it had the headroom, okay. It met support here and it had the headroom, and you know how it is. When it starts, it starts. So this is, in my opinion, again, like the same situation. The problem is no one knows for certain where it goes, in my opinion. So we follow closely and we see what day brings. So let's move on the 1 hour. What we can see on the 1 hour, again, the same thing. We want to see if this is a bull trap, okay, and this is a hook RSI kind of thing, and it will now go down, or is it a start of the finding support and we will start gradually go up, okay. We also got this long last signal, so we pay attention. And we also got the Telegram group channel, which signal us right now many patterns actually for short on the 1 hourly. But I remind you, the 1 hourly is, with all respect, just the 1 hourly. And usually I look for larger time frames and patterns and sync with the mimicators for a greater effect. But it still, like always, can lose support and go down and pierce it. Again, on the 15 minutes time frame also, it's the same situation now. We see if it actually can hold. And again, the BB bands are important in my opinion, even if some people say it's shit and all this talk, it's okay. Talk is only talk. And here we can see that also, once again, we have close outside the BB. We started this, once it goes up, it fails. The second time it goes up. And if you follow the Discord, I also message and updated that around this area there is sell pressure because of this BB bands. Simple. Okay, so another thing we will look at before we wrap this up is the pivot points, or however it calls. Anyways, we can see this is the pivot point, this is the support first, but now it's acting as resistance because yesterday we couldn't get above it and we fell below, and then we chop this, you see, and then we fight for this EMA 21, in my opinion, which is highly important because this is the most basic bullish narrative talk, in my opinion, TI wise. So if we look at this, we see that we have no volume, but still we need to sustain above this EMA, and maybe if we go up to here and again close above, there is a chance for bulls to play at this area, okay? And if it goes down, so it's gonna retest again the EMA 21, and if it can't break this EMA, so there will be no move up, and a possible move down will be, and people, in my opinion, will really can panic, and this can really go long, low. So we must watch out today and see what days brings upon us, okay? So I hope this was helpful. And again, you can smash the like or the dislike or whatever you want, and check the links. All the details are there. And I went in the Discord server for the updates, and just good luck and make profits, and see you next time. Bye bye.